today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Play action. It's Fields. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze, touchdown, Saints. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. To throw is Fields. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Saints take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the three wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick, obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Now a handoff inside, it's Peyton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A shotgun snap, Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Here's Peyton up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. On the option right is Fields. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3. Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big
touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On the give, here comes Peyton. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Hardy. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
23 yards on the play. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's the fullback, 26 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 50, here's Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Fields over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. Breeze is going to throw. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run up the middle with McAllister, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. First throw now for the backup car. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And they're not going to get to the... Line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Equanimous St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Carr to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Bush. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Carr. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Webster going to hold on to it, and it'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st down, it's Fields. Pass incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Kentavious Street in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Carr going to look to throw. Past the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and I'm going to tell you something. If you're...
And, oh, what a catch at the 2. And the Saints are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, fans usually